Alright, so this is just a quick overview of the 3-chest horrific visions in Orgrimmar that I did this morning.
Mic off.
It's fairly easy to do. I had a rank 5 cloak, which gives 40% reduction to sanity loss. I was running more or less cleave build because most of what you're going to be dealing with is trash packs and the bosses aren't too bad. It's worth bringing Purification Protocol just because there's quite a few aberrations in this place. So that is something you'll want to bear in mind. So, enter the vision, have your food, have your flasks, have a rune if you really feel like it. Have health potions and have some drums. Drums you're only going to use on Thrall, obviously, but that's the big one. You're going to want to make sure you kill Thrall, so drums. And the 2 additional areas, you have a little bit of extra sanity loss. It's nothing too dramatic. Most of your sanity loss is going to come from the abilities that you get hit with. A lot of them are avoidable, and you're going to see me make quite a few fuck-ups in this video, but I still get it done. So if you're playing perfectly, this will be no stress. And we go through what feels like long RP, but there you have it. Okay, so I'm a druid obviously, so I'm running in stealth just to avoid trash because it does give some corrupted mementos, but not enough to really make it worth the time. So first thing I'm doing is I'm taking out these 2 guys to open the room to Thrall, because in the event that you decide that you don't have enough time to get back there, or that you don't have enough sanity, you're going to want to be able to get in there quickly, and you don't want to have to fight these guys when you're already racing sanity. So get rid of them quickly. It's easy enough to just CC one and get the others out. As you'll see, I'm a main resto druid, so I'm playing Boomkin like absolute shit on shore. Just make sure you interrupt the shout, which fears you in place, and stand out of the way of their cleave. So now we're going to run up, deal with these guys. It's the trash out front of the second area. Nothing special about them. Just nuke them down quick and easy. Probably should have gone to trouble for me, but oh well. So, open up the barrier, bring these guys. Now, this trash you can deal with in the hall area, where you have less sanity loss. So you should do that. It's only a little bit, but you might be racing against the clock, you might not be as geared as me or as confident. Even though I play like crap, make life easier for yourself. And just avoid the burrowing appendage when he comes up under you. That probably hurts. I haven't been hit by it yet. I haven't really wanted to test it. So now we've got this mini-boss that you've got to deal with. Again, you can kite him back to the lower sanity loss area. He does this ability Dark Force. It focuses on you. You can't dodge it as far as I've seen. So but the big ones to avoid are the purple swirlies that he'll put on the ground. So you'll see, yep, that one there. Because it does knock off 30 sanity. You don't want that. I did tell you I was playing like crap today. Yeah, just deal with him. Move in, and there you see Garona. There you go. Talk to Garona, and you go up to this area. Now, you've got this trash to deal with. Now, here's the one thing. The Sanity Restoration Orb, you can only cast it out of combat, but you can cast it, stand in it, and then start fighting, which you should do, given the chance. Now, nothing particularly special about these guys. Just avoid the purple swirlies, you get stunned, and in this area, you get the horrific vision effect changes. You'll see it in a moment. Yeah, so you just go to these barricades, open it up, and you go through each one. So you got more trash in this area. Again, another one is Burrowing Horrors. None of these guys do anything particularly special. But you'll just want to knock them down. God, I play Boomkin like crap. But open the barricades. Now, when you open this one, you will get a little mini-boss to deal with. Snarg, he doesn't do anything special. Ah, there you go, the extra effects. See, this boy right here will walk to you. If he hits you, he stuns you in place for 4 seconds. You don't want that, so just kite him. As you can see, he moves very slow, very easy to avoid, and it's worth taking your time. So, barricade, Another one there. Go deal with this trash. Pump it down. And as I'm going to hold cooldowns because the mini-boss for this section to complete it is after this. Oh, I got stunned by something. I can't remember what the hell that was. Didn't really feel like taking the time to check. Very subpar Boomkin. Yeah, I've only used Boomkin for world quests in the past, so... Yeah, so... Walk to this barricade, open it up. And go to the leatherworking.
Engineering workshops. Careful around those explosions.
Okay. And now we've got the mini-boss. Takes a minute to activate when you get here. I'm popping a potion. You can if you want. But here we go. So, runs to you. He does 2 abilities that you're about to see. So the first is Void Torrent, where he sends you this lovely bukkake of voidy goodness. If that hits you, it will stun you for 4 seconds and knock you up in the air like this, which is bad because then he does Cries of the Void. He puts a shield on himself, channels an ability. You interrupt the ability by breaking the shield. Now, if that ability goes off, you lose a lot of sanity, so that's bad. Don't get hit by the stuff like I did. So once you kill him, go to this totem, and you do a shitload of jumps, or you do backflips if you're not in shapeshift form, back to the entrance. And now we're on our way to the other second chest area. As you see, I'm stealthing through. I'll have plenty of time left at the end of this, so if you're worried that you won't be able to do it without stealth, you should be fine, and you can always play better than me and not get hit by stupid things and have even more sanity left over. So that's something to bear in mind. Yep, run up here. Open that barrier. This is the first time I'm doing this area as well. I'd done the second chest area before, so I knew that one, but this one's fresh territory. So you get the same Dark Delusions ability with the thing that walks to you and stuns you, so you want to avoid that. Just some casual elementals to deal with. Now, this was a bad placement of the Sanity Restoration Orb. I should have gone and put it closer to that guy so I could engage him while getting my sanity back. That was a mistake on my part, but no big deal. So walk up to this guy. He does an ability like that you just step out of the way of. And the other ability he does is a little Surging Fist charge. So, boom, you see that. Not a problem at all. Another Surging Fist, just step out of the way of that. Easy peasy. So now this area, you've got to deactivate 5 totems, and then you go have a mini-boss. So as you can see, this is me just having a look around. There's stealth detection guys here, but you'll see where the totems are there. You see me just playing like a scrub. So as you can see, it's not that hard. I'm making a lot of mistakes here, and I'm still going to be able to chest this. So even if you have a lower ranked cloak that only has 25% sanity reduction, sanity loss reduction, you'll be fine. You don't need to worry too much about that. So, slap the totem. Do these guys, slap the totem. You're going to see a lot of this. I was going to dip around and speed it up, but never mind. Like I said, this is where you're getting the benefit of Purification Protocol. Most of the stuff in here, yeah, you see, I screwed up again, but most of the stuff in this side is an aberration. So you get a nice, juicy little DPS bonus for that. I am going to speed this up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, totem. Last totem's over here. Okay, now we've got the Oblivion Elemental boss. I'm going to restore some sanity before that. That was my last orb, so I've got to make this count now. So this guy has 2 abilities, which I'll slow it down for this. So he does Hopelessness, which hits you and sends an orb over there. You silence until you step on the orb. And he also has these crashing waves that stun you and reduce your sanity. Don't get hit by them like an idiot like me, and you're fine. Again, another Hopelessness cast. Another little orb. Nothing too scary to deal with. I really have to get better at playing Boomkin. That's obvious from actually watching myself play, which I don't do a lot. Oh, and I got stunned. Okay, that's done. All we've got left is Thrall. As you can see, I do have time left, but I would probably not want to be under 500 sanity before pulling Thrall now, because he does gain abilities for every extra chest that you do. He gains one of the abilities of the bosses in that area that you just completed. So for the Garona area, he gets the shields that you have to break, and for the Zappy Boy area, he gets Hopelessness, which silences you and sends that little golden orb that you have to go down. So here's Thrall. Alright, pop a potion. Yes. Start off, pop the drums, and here we go with Thrall. See? So Thrall's got his standard abilities, the Seismic Slam that you want to stand out of the way of. His Hopelessness, which we saw in the Zakan area. Little orb, stand in that, Surging Darkness. Don't stand in the purple when the purple's there. And here we have Cries of the Void, the shield ability from the Garona area. Hopelessness again. We'll get a few casts of these off, but it's nothing to worry about. None of the abilities he does do any real damage to, unless you fail them. As you can see, I had a lot of sanity left to spare, but I did do this with a rank 5 cloak, which gave me 40% sanity reduction. But if you're not as bad as me, and you can avoid standing in the stupid stuff unlike I did, you should be able to do this with the 25% sanity reduction. I don't see why not. So we have the extra chests, which give you things for an essence, and the Fear and Flesh book. Now, the second chest also gives you Fear and Flesh, but you can't loot it as well, unfortunately. So you get the 150 mementos for each chest now. There, that sucks. Can't have it all. Final corrupted chest. I got Azurite piece of gear, which I'll just scrap. And more corrupted mementos. So I started that out with... How many did I start that with? I started that with 300 corrupting mementos. I ended up with about 1,200 left at the end of this. Yeah, 1,100. So 700 corrupting mementos, give or take, for 3 chesting. Well worth doing if you can. Get my core, upgrade my cloak to rank 6, and get the next level of appearance as well, which is nice. Which also gives you the ability that you'll need for the raid. But yeah, as you can see, I now have the oh shit button, which lets me die once and come back with full health and half sanity. Alright, cheers for sticking through this scuffed little guide of mine.